Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video, I Hear Sounds. As you know, when ultrasound started, it was just sound. There was no display of images. And eventually, with technology, it was possible to start to see images. But I think sometimes we may take for granted the sound and we don't pay attention to it. I think it's really important to still keep an eye on it, not just because to find out, for example, when we're doing Doppler, to find out that we are within the vessel. Obviously, we're going to see the waveform display, but there's also the sound. So it's not just about making sure that we're in the vessel, but also, are we getting what we're supposed to? Can we confirm the waveform that we're seeing? And so, for example, hearing or paying attention to the sound also helps us to make sure that we're dealing with perhaps a low resistance flow, arterial flow that is, or a high resistance arterial flow. Are we dealing with a venous flow, right? Does it sound monophasic as well? And even when looking for areas of stenosis, same idea. We can actually corroborate and make sure that if we have a high degree of stenosis, we're going to hear also a higher pitch sound, almost like and so going back to what I was saying before about differentiating between low resistance and high resistance, especially very useful when we're looking at the extracranial carotids. You may want to also pay attention to the sound, not just the waveform. And here are some examples of a high and low resistance flow. So you can see that there were differences in terms of the sound of a high resistance flow and a low resistance flow. In this case, the ECA and the ICA. As you know, there are differences in 2D in grayscale between the ICA and the ECA. And of course, when we're looking at the waveform, we're going to see also the differences in terms of high resistance and low resistance. By paying attention to the sound, then again, it's an additional information that we can use to confirm, right? So we have ways to double check in grayscale, and of course, ways to double check in Doppler, including the sound. And so that, again, increases the level of confidence when doing this. And the same as I said before, even in areas of high degree of stenosis, same thing. There's going to be a difference not only on the waveform, but also on the sound that comes out of the machine. So next time you're doing Doppler, make sure that your volume is up enough so that you can listen and use that to as a way of confirmation of your visual findings. Happy scanning. See you next time.